The city of Kanpur on the banks of the Ganges, the holiest river for Hindus. From the Himalayas, it runs 2,500 kilometres across northern India. Hindus bathe in its water for purification, pray, others simply use it to cool off. But beneath its shimmering surface, this river is highly polluted, a toxic mix of sewage, industrial waste and rubbish. Vijay's worked here for almost 15 years. He says the pollution is bad for business.
Between 100 and 200 people came to bathe, but then left without going into the water because of the dead fish and the terrible stench.
The river is a lifeline for some 450 million Indians who live near it. And that's part of the problem. Farmers divert water for irrigation, so water levels are dropping, and people use it as a dustbin. Successive governments have tried and failed to clean up the Ganges. Now India's recently elected Prime Minister Narendra Modi is making restoring the river a top priority. Environmentalist Sanjay Jaiswal welcomes the news but remains cautious.
In the last 5 years, nothing has happened, nothing has changed. So when Modi proclaimed that Ganga would be cleaned, means he publicly stated that at Varanasi, then again a hope has been raised.
One of the biggest challenges for Modi will be tackling industry. In Kanpur, the leather industry is one of the Ganges' worst polluters. Animal hides are treated at more than 400 tanneries, which produce some 50 million litres of toxic wastewater. Much of it flows directly into the river without treatment.
Industry should be shifted, and if that's not possible, then there should be waste treatment plants.
The pollution's not just an environmental issue, it's also created a health crisis. In a village on the banks of the river, people say the dirty water's making them sick, like Malti, who suffers from skin rashes.
After coming here, I began to feel itchy. Then it started getting worse, and now it's spread all over my body.
If Prime Minister Modi can restore the river, he'll fulfil an election campaign promise and stop a growing environmental and health disaster.